India has revealed a bold plan to construct 1,000 cargo and container ships to massively enhance its import and export capabilities. The government revealed plans to set up a new shipping company and expand India's container arsenal by 1,000 new vessels within the next decade. It is a massive and ambitious construction and logistics project, arguably one of the most important ones in independent India's history. This project will place India at the center of the global supply chain. It can also help India reduce its troubling trade imbalance with China and end trade dependence on cheap Chinese goods. It should also enable India's upcoming IMEC project, or the India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor, to truly challenge Xi Jinping's pet project, the Belt and Road Initiative. India is on course to becoming the third biggest global economy before 2030. However, India's shipping container fleet has not been able to keep pace with the country's rapid economic rise. Figures reveal in 2019-2020, India-based companies paid a whopping $85 million as freight costs, out of which $75 million went to foreign freight companies. These costs will come down by a third when the new project nears completion. India currently has a fleet of 1,500 vessels, including large transport vessels for oil and gas transport, container ships, and bulk carriers. The new project would nearly double this capacity. Mind you, this is still a long way off from China, which nearly owns 6,900 vessels. China has emerged as a global force. It has the third biggest cargo fleet in the world in terms of capacity at 228 million tons. Japan is the second on the list with a capacity of 233 million tons, while surprisingly Greece leads the list with a capacity of 364 million tons. This also has to do with Greece's strategic location in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea. India too is another country favorably placed in the middle of global shipping lanes. On one side lies the Malacca Strait, which is the lifeline for ASEAN nations as well as East Asian countries of Japan and South Korea, while nearly 80% of Chinese trade passes a stone's throw away from the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in India. On the other side lies the Red Sea and the route to the Suez Canal, the world's most strategic waterway owing to its limited carrying capacity. Bang in the middle, India could transform itself into a global trade and shipping powerhouse with a fleet of 1,000 new cargo vessels. The new shipping company would be jointly owned by state-owned gas, oil and fertilizer companies, as these would bring in the most orders to the new venture, along with Shipping Corporation of India. This project also aligns with the central government's mission of transforming India into a developed nation by 2047. By 2047, the freight costs would exceed a whopping $400 billion as the nation's demands for exports and imports increases as a result of higher incomes and consumer demands. Meanwhile, India also continues to import most of its energy needs from Middle East and Russia, while a free trade agreement with Europe will also open up the markets to European imports, while Indian businesses aim to capitalize on the lucrative European markets by boosting exports to that region. In January 2024, the government organized a group of official and industry representatives to brainstorm and plan this project. Gujarat's GIFT IFSC Financial Center is expected to be the headquarters of this new shipping company with an aim to streamline bureaucratic hurdles. India aims to become a major shipping power capable of challenging the likes of Singapore, Hong Kong, or even Colombo. India has also unveiled a grand plans to develop the Great Nicobar into a shipping hub in a mega $5 billion project. According to reports, up to 11 companies have shown interest in the 41,000 crore rupee project so far. The proposed Nicobar shipping hub would be capable of handling 16 million yearly containers and is expected to be commissioned by 2028. It is situated on one of the world's biggest shipping lanes near the Malacca Strait and easily connects to ports along India's eastern and western coasts, along with countries bordering the Bay of Bengal and Southeast Asia. The harbour in Great Nicobar also has a depth of 20+ meters to serve even the biggest of the vessels. Currently, around 75% of transshipped cargo for India is managed at ports located outside India. Majority of this is handled at the Colombo port in Sri Lanka. The new shipping company and the Nicobar port project will make Bharat truly Atmanirbhar to service its own cargo and transportation needs, thereby massively reducing costs, boosting economy, and generating thousands of jobs in this process. If India truly has aims of reducing trade imbalance with China, amid simmering border tensions along the LAC in Ladakh and Arunachal, then India needs to have greater connectivity with other global source markets, and a vast shipping fleet is a crucial pillar of that mission. Have your say. On course to becoming the third largest global economy, can India reduce trade deficit with China? Leave a comment, hit the like button and subscribe to Inconnect News.